was. Alright, so you all probably know mountain bike gear, especially protection, is crucial. But is there a really big difference between this, which is a $600 expensive mountain bike helmet, and this $60 cheap one? Well, let's find it out today in this video. Oh, what I got here? Oh, it's the subscribe button. Of course, if you want to support me by doing literally nothing, you can just click it below this video. And I also have the like button. You know what to do with it, so just destroy it below this video. So let's start with the most essential mountain bike product you need to buy, even if you get into road biking. And I'm obviously talking about the helmet. So this is my first ever full face helmet. Of course, when I received it, I was probably the happiest kid on earth. But it didn't take long since I realized how bad it was. Yes, I had few crashes with it, but they weren't as bad as those I have today. So as you can see here, there's no visor, but it had one. The thing is, I crashed, it came off, and I couldn't put it back because it actually was screwed with three plastic screws, and when it came off, they actually just broke in half, and I couldn't put them back again because they were broken. And so at this point, I was kind of disappointed. On the expensive one, which is the Fox Rampage Pro Carbon helmet, the visor is attached with some powerful magnets. So when you crash, it just comes off easily. So first of all, it's for safety, it keeps you safe. And second is that it keeps the visor safe and reusable, because you simply have to snap it back and you're good to go. Like this. The other thing that makes this helmet expensive is that instead of using cheap plastic as it does on the cheap one, it actually uses carbon, which is the most expensive material used in mountain biking because of its lightness, and this leads us to the next point, the weight. Even though it's made out of carbon, it's still heavier than this one and many other professional helmets on the market. It's actually because they've put more energy in the protection technology and the airflow, so to keep it light, they just added carbon. So the airflow, that is another big difference. On this one, you literally feel like your head is in a box that just keeps warming up, especially if you ride with goggles. Compared to this one, where you don't even have to be at high speed and you feel like you have nothing on your head. But for $60, you don't only receive the helmet, but you also receive a pair of gloves and some goggles. So goggles were so bad, I just threw them in the garbage.
Know your f***ing place, trash!
But I still have the gloves, and here they are. I mean, for $60, it's really not that bad, but for your protection, I wouldn't recommend to buy this kind of stuff. Like for $60, you have a helmet, some goggles, and these gloves, which seems a nice offer, but in reality, it's really bad, and your protection is horrible, you know? It doesn't protect you at all. Well, actually, I'm looking at them right now, and I see that it's actually really not that bad. But yeah, as I told you, you better buy some brand new, like Fox or Trolley Designs or whatever, gloves and helmet and goggles, because these are specially made for mountain biking. So the first difference you can see here is that these are some plastic knuckle guards. They're just plastic, you know, that bends just a tiny bit. But on my Fox Defend glove, for example, it bends a lot because that's some D30 that is inside. And D30 is actually a foamy material that spreads the impact into different areas. So if you have an impact like right here, it will spread it around all the gloves, so you don't really feel the impact at the place where it was actually, which is a really great technology, and I would recommend to every mountain biker to have one of these. You know, don't even need to be a glove, but something with D30, because it's a really good material. No, I'm not taking that. It's just a shaped piece of plastic sewed in the glove itself. Oh yeah, there's actually another piece of plastic. Yeah, it saved me quite a few times, I won't lie, but even though I prefer these one, they're much more comfortable and I feel much more protected in these one than on this one. Yeah, first of all, I'm more comfortable, and second of all, I can feel the protection, so I'm sure I have the protection needed. But on this one, I can't really feel it, and it's the bad point. Especially this plastic thing, you know, when you're gonna grab the handlebar, it's just gonna annoy you. I mean, yeah, it's gonna be on the handlebar, and whew, that's a big piece of useless plastic in here. So then, to have protection, I bought a cheap pair of knee and shin pads at the same time. So I can tell you, that was a complete disaster, because as soon as I put them on, I tried to put all my weight on them, and they actually cracked under me. I didn't know where it came from, and I still don't know, but it was a really loud crack, and I really didn't like it, you know? It was a brand new cheap pair of knee pads I was so happy to have, and they just cracked under me. So compared to my current pair of knee pads, which are the Ion or Eon whatever k-pact zip, they actually use a sort of D30 material. So I already told you what is D30. So it's almost the same material, but it's a little less flexible. That's the only difference between this and D30. It also uses the same technology. I mean, it just spreads the impact in different areas. It feels like it's a little safer because it's actually harder, less flexible. When you're in, you actually feel you're more protected, but that's not really the case. You know, if I had the choice between the Fox Launch Pro D30 knee pads and this one, I really don't know, because they're the same thing, literally. So as it's an expensive one, it's made to be really comfortable around your knee, which really does its job. It also features a little zip here. To put it on, it's really complicated, and I don't think you can really do that, but to get it off, it's really useful. You just unzip it and you're good to go. So the next thing I still have and didn't get rid of is my protective vest, which I bought at the same time as the knee pads. So I bought it because I thought it was actually a Fox Titan protective vest, because it looked like it. I mean, that's literally the same thing, but with a massive discount. It was $50 I think, or $60, and the Fox Titan I think it's like 200, or no, literally 300. So it really looked like it, and I didn't really think that it could be worse than the Fox original ones. So I don't have the Fox one, but I still can compare it with my for example, with my elbow pads, which are from Fox and which are really expensive. These elbow pads, they cost 3 times this protective vest. They're really good, and alright, let's just get into reviewing. So there was a ton of these Fox cheap vests on actually Amazon, but I chose the cheapest one, and I chose it because I didn't really have any money back then. I'm not really disappointed by this product because it actually saved me quite a few times, but I would say that it's not comfortable. It's not comfortable at all. No. It's definitely not D30, but it does its job, you know? So it looks like the plastic things are actually well sewed in the material itself. So compared to the knee pads, the cheap knee pads, it really looks solid. Because, yeah, as I told you, the knee pads just cracked at their first use, which was really disappointing. Alright, so another thing I have to complain about here is the zip. It's actually really bad. You know, that's a crunchy zip. And also, the sizes are badly made, you know. On the side, I think this is an extra large and it fits me. You know, I usually wear some medium, but that's an extra large and it fits me. So yeah, the sizes are really badly made. And not a long time ago, I made a video when I reviewed my new Fox gear, which is up here. If you want to check it out, just click it up here. So on these elbow pads, what I really like is actually the big pattern on them that actually protects them from scratching. Oh, I saw the quality. I mean, that's a really good quality. That's a kind of rubber, or I don't really know, but it's really good. Like, it's solid. It's really solid. Yeah, it actually uses D30. I should say that it's probably the best elbow pads I tried. Well, actually, I tried only few ones, but this one really stands out. Like, the D30 always just gets the shape of your elbows, so it's really comfortable to wear them. I mean, the comfortable point for me is really important, because you can't really mountain bike without comfort. If you feel all the little parts on your body, on your bike, squiggling and just moving around, you're gonna feel bad, you know? I think that's for everyone. And all the expensive products, they do their job in the comfort point. Like, for example, the elbow pads, the knee pads, my helmet. Yeah, and the helmet is, wow, I mean, that's really nice. That's the best helmet I ever had. I really feel like I have nothing on my head when I ride it. And the goggles are also awesome. They are some $200 goggles, I think. These are the most expensive from Fox last year, I think. They look sick and they ride sick. They're really nice, actually. And recently, I received a new pair of shorts, like expensive ones, that I'm gonna show you right now. Here they are. These are the Leat Impact 3Df 5.0, the most expensive one. So yeah, it's not D30. I just picked a random one. I was on their website and I just thought, wow, that looks cool. Why not buy it? So I just bought it, and yeah, I'm really not disappointed. That's a really good product. I mean, it's not D30, but it looks like it. It's a little foamy material that will protect you from some impacts when you crash. I'm gonna tell you that something big is coming on this channel. Yeah, it's gonna be huge. I mean, probably not huge as some other YouTube channels, but for me, it's gonna be really big. It's gonna be the best thing of my life. Actually, two things. But yeah, stay tuned and you'll know all the news probably in my Instagram page, which is right here. That's TDS POV. You can follow me on Instagram, subscribe to my channel, like this video, share it with your friends. I don't know. Do whatever you want. Just interact with the video. So yeah, see you in the next video. By the way, coffee is really good.